What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Evercast, your weekly dose of Evercade goodness. I'm one of your hosts, Rich, and I'm with a bird.
Yeah,
It's Crow. What's going
right.
on? What's
Well,
going on,
it's
everyone?
funny because I was like, "Oh, are we even doing this today?" Because I don't see a link.
Yeah, I know. I actually took it for granted because Ed is so good at dropping the
Yeah,
links
he
in our
usually posts
in
it
our
like
chat. Yeah,
2 or 3 days before.
yeah. Regardless of whether or not he's a host, he's always on top of it. And I just logged in and I'm doing everything. And I've been in the backstage for a couple minutes now. I'm actually trying to set up like a second cam situation, and I see no one in here. And I'm like, where's everyone? Where's? And then I look over at my my Discord, and it's like, oh, there's no link. It's like I can fix that.
You know, it's funny is I think I have a second cam set up. I just need to add it. Let's see if I can do that.
There you go. Yeah, because I think we should probably be able to have some fun. I've been staring at this thing and teasing it on my channel. I've been staring at this little thing right here. I figure maybe because it's the Evercast and this is an Evercade thing, I could just open it here, and then that'll give us a topic to talk about, which would be kind of fun. So look forward to that real quick, as I'm also setting up some other things. Let me make sure that's muted so we don't get any of that.
Oh yeah,
Let
I
me
have
pop
it thrown over.
All right, I got the chat popped out, so I can interact with everyone,
Yeah, we don't need to see that.
and then we can actually say hi. Oh, that's awesome! There you go.
Yeah, I don't know where this went though.
Well, it looks like it's to your right, the
No,
camera.
I meant like in OBS, it like
Oh,
vanished into.
that's a cool angle.
Oh, here we go. Wait, no, that's. Oh, I think I may have changed something I wasn't. Okay, I know what's going on here.
He's playing around. So, in the meantime, we've got some chat in the chat. We've got Raskapasti in the house. We got Lloyd Argem. We got that guy Crow Continuum. We got Jay South. What's going on? Nathan Foster. Genejoke's hanging in. Archive Gig. DF channel member. Phantom Fiction channel member. And I Heart Retro. What's going on? What's going on, everyone? Welcome on to the show. Yeah, we're just going to be hanging out, talking about some cool things. Not a lot in the news category. I've got to go over to Ed's channel for the polls to do that. And then, we're just going to be chatting it up with you guys. And then also taking a look at some of the new stuff that just released. Because we actually have it. Well, I have it anyway. Did you get yours, Crow?
I don't even think it's been shipped.
Oh, wow. Where'd you order from?
Video Games Plus.
Ah, VGP. A little slow? A little slow this
Yeah,
time
it
around?
doesn't matter to me. It's not like I was going to play it anytime soon.
That's true. That's true.
And it's worth it. And it's worth it for the wait, not to have the Peggy logo on it.
That's true. All right. All right. I gotta share this. This is pretty good. What do we got here? So here we go.
Frozen. Wait a minute, I'm frozen.
Yeah, you are frozen. Evercade Effect, and the Thanos collections.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Plus.
See, that's the difference between. That's a difference between Ed and me. It's like, whatever. I'll get it when I get it. And he's crying.
I just think it's funny. He said it's the Thanos collections.
Oh, it's the Thanos collection. I didn't even catch
Infinity
that.
Stones over here. That's good. But yeah, he's got the super sad. I don't know where he found that. That's a really sad emoji. It's really, really sad. But that's pretty cool. And then of course, Ed saying he wasn't gonna host. And we're in here. We're taking over. It's all good.
Okay. Hopefully I don't freeze again. I really screw things up because I wonder if it's because the two cameras I have, they're not the same. They're extremely similar.
Okay, like in model, you mean?
Yeah, they're both Razer Kios. One's a Pro and one's an Ultra.
Hmm.
I, I had the extra camera. I was going to set it up for something else, and
Got it.
and I was just experimenting with it, and I really haven't done anything else. Just sitting there.
Correction, it's called the Thermos Collection. It's
The
pretty good.
thermostat collection.
What's going on, Joe? Joe Whitlash, channel member, hanging in the chat there. Oh, Crypto Coffee is also in the house.
Now I'm really confused. What is the actual name of it? The Thalamus
The
collection?
Thalamus Collection. Yes, that's right.
It's like it's a company I never heard of, a publisher I never heard of before, to be honest.
Oh, so this was the poll. What is the best version of Double Dragon? SMS Double Dragon 1, NES Double Dragon 1,
Hey,
Double Dragon 2 on the NES, or Arcade 1 or 2.
Wait. How is that? Those the only options? I mean, either stick with the first one, or you can't really say any Double Dragon game. You start throwing Double Dragon on it, unless he's really just sticking with what's on the Evercade. But he can't be, because he threw the Arcade Double Dragon 1 in that poll.
Yeah,
and that's not on the Evercade.
Oh, I mean, it's going to be sort of on the Evercade, I guess, right? It's in that.
What about the Double Dragon that's on the Neo Geo? It's a one-on-one fighting game. What about Double Dragon 5, the really bad fighting game? What about Double Dragon and Battletoads?
There's not enough options. DD2 by far. Darren saying hi in the chat. I mean, I didn't vote yet, but I always vote with what I grew up with, and that was Double Dragon 1 NES for me, because it was the one that my friend had, so that's what the one we played.
I never really had the Double Dragon games when I had the NES back then.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's a good one. I heard Richard's like 20.
Oh yeah,
Double Dragon all the way. I actually had that one. That was good.
Really, you had that one?
I did. Yeah,
that one. If I ran across it like at a show or something like that, I don't even know if I'd buy it.
That's funny.
It'd have to be really cheap.
Genejoke saying Amiga Double Dragon. That was pretty good too. Ed is busy running behind bushes this morning. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's been on everything. Like, there's so many platforms those games have been on.
That's true. So the poll, it seems to me Arcade running away with it. Arcade 1 running away with it.
Really? The first Arcade one. So the game that's winning the poll isn't even on the Evercade.
Yeah. Well, the weird thing
and
about
neither
it
is the Master System one.
Well, yeah, that's true. Now, but the weird thing about it is the Arcade Double Dragon 1 and the Sega Master System version of Double Dragon 1 are almost identical. That port was very well done.
Yes.
And I do like it. I do like it a lot. I give the edge to the NES one because, again, that's the one I grew up with. But that Sega Master System version is pretty good.
Well, with the NES one, they realized that the one-to-one arcade conversion really wouldn't work very well for the NES, so they kind of just rebuilt the game.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how people if people really like the leveling up kind of thing. In the NES version, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine. It actually adds a little bit more depth to the game. Trying to level your abilities up. Earlier in the game to be able to play through later levels easier, I suppose.
Huh. Actually, that's weird. So I heard Retro says the Sega Master System version is so hard, it becomes unenjoyable very quickly. I don't know if I had that experience.
I can honestly say
unless I old man mode it. The only thing that I could see is did I old man mode when I played Double Dragon? I don't know if I did though. I don't know. I had a blast. With it.
The thing that's wrong with the poll is the question is, what is the best version of Double Dragon? And people are just going to select the version they like the most.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
More than likely have not played every single one of these versions. And that's why the Sega Master System Double Dragon 1 has got the lowest amount of votes, because I think the fewest amount of people have actually played that version of the game.
Yeah.
I've never played it.
Yeah, Raskapasti says Jeremy Parish had a video on the Sega Master System Double Dragon, didn't he? I don't know, actually.
You know what's funny is I remember watching a video. I had it on in the background, basically. I know he was talking about Double Dragon. I don't even remember I think he was talking about the Sega Master System version, but he talked about the arcade version a lot in that too.
Okay. Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense to mention the Sega Master System version because they do have so much.
Well, I think the focus was supposed to be on the Master System version, but he compared it to the arcade version a lot. So he was showing a lot of clips of the arcade version. I think every time I looked up at the screen, I think every time it was the arcade version.
The arcade version. I gotta actually like revisit. Like he has his own channel now, right?
Oh yeah. I've been subbed to it for a while.
Yeah, I gotta check him out. Like, to be honest, the last time I think I've actually thought about Jeremy Parish and what he was doing was back when 1UP was a thing.
To be honest,
when he was doing Retronauts, that was like a decade ago.
I never even really heard of him until I ran across his YouTube channel, and then I subbed to it because he was doing the. He's not the one that does the Omnibus. He does the Gaiden ones, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, Sega Gaiden and it's not. He does like a lot of different stuff, I guess. But he's basically going through he was going through all the NES games, kind of in chronological order of release, to some extent, not almost exactly. But he's doing the same thing with the Sega stuff too.
Huh.
And he did that for other systems too, some lesser known ones. So he puts out a video like at least once every Wednesday. He puts out a video.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out. Because I liked his stuff when he was doing the Retronaut stuff. That was like one of my favorite podcasts, like back in the day. So, all right, cool. Morley Bruxton here, channel member, saying SMS was co-op, which was a big deal at the time. I like the NES version too. Yep. Although I never had anyone to play co-op with me, because I got Double Dragon late, and it was after it was during my collection phase for Sega Master System, so I just played it on my own.
To be honest, it's only a big deal if you knew that there was a thing called the Sega Master System. Because to be honest, I never even heard of it until I saw it on clearance at KB Toys.
Oh, the Master System? Yeah. What's going on, Elio? Welcome on in. Channel member. It's good stuff.
And that was after the Genesis had come out. So I knew about the Genesis, and then I was like, Sega Master System, what in the world is this thing?
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's go over here. I guess for the only bit of kind of news, and that is, of course, the availability to order more things, because that has happened. So let's go ahead and share this screen real quick. We got on Funstock Legacy of Kain Bitmap Brothers Collection 2 bundle. That's available.
Well, you know what's funny is I had pre-ordered it without even realizing that it hadn't been announced to pre-order. I thought I had just missed that announcement or whatever, because I went to I knew it was like, hey, when is that when is the Tomb Raider stuff coming out in Thalamus? So I went to Video Games Plus to check to see if if I had even ordered it, because I couldn't remember. I was like, oh no, it's there. I guess I just haven't shipped it. And then on the main page, I saw, the Legacy of Kain and the Bitmap Brothers 2 are up for pre-order. So I just pre-ordered it there. And then it was later that day, I saw they put out an announcement that's now available for pre-order. I was like, oh, I guess I already pre-ordered it.
Yeah. They were a little slow on the I guess on the reminder stuff. The only thing that I knew was because when they did the Bitmap Brothers video, the only reason I knew that the pre-order was going to be at the end of August was because they had that weird thing where in the video, in the very first iteration of the trailer for the Bitmap Brothers collection, it said it was going to come out in November.
Oh yeah, and then they blurred it out.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. I think that's a September game, and then they corrected it, and I was like, oh, okay. So it's going to come out in September. So like, there's no way you can't, like, you have to be able to pre-order before September. So, and I read through the story, and then we wound up finding out that it was the 30th of August. I think, is this the quickest turnaround from pre-order to release? 30 days? It's usually 60.
Well, okay, you say 30 days, but let's see it not get delayed.
I mean, hey, here's some wood. I'm knocking on it right now. Let's let, yeah. But I think it's gonna happen because I'm pretty sure some people have this in their hands already.
I thought it was like they had sent out early copies to certain YouTubers.
It's possible. I mean, well, I know RGT, Sean for RGT 85, he has Legacy of Kain already.
And I'm pretty sure John Riggs had a copy of it because I think I saw a thumbnail where he had it in his hands.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, so if they've produced that, at least that many, I don't think they do. I mean, I guess they do a test print and then the big print, but I mean, it's also possible that they might just be holding on to these. You know what I mean? They might already have these ready to rock. And then as far as the exclusive little guy there, where did I put mine? I don't know where it is. I just had my. Oh, here it is. Oh, so I guess they changed it a little bit. Mine's purple.
Wait, what's purple? Oh, the bag.
Game case. So mine's purple, and it doesn't look like it has the. Let's see if we can get a bigger picture here. There we go. Let's go back. There we go.
Well, this is the first time seeing this case. What's that case for? Is that just a cartridge carrying case or something?
Yeah. So if you open it up, then you can put carts in it.
Oh, okay.
So, and it holds 8 in the inside, and then it looks like there's case right here. There's like a little thing where you can put your charging cable in.
Okay.
In the front, there's a little like zipper thing. So, I mean, I like mine. I actually took this with me. This is how I took my Super Pocket over to the DR, and the Super Pocket fits in here, which is cool. So you just put the Super Pocket in there. You got your eight carts around it, and then you get your charging cable right in there. It's pretty good, and it's this one's soft case. It looks like this one's gonna be soft case too, and then I mean, they just changed it from purple to the regular black and white Evercade logo thing.
But aren't you paying extra for that case?
Yeah. The way the bundle is, I think it's like, they always do a bundle where you like quote unquote save some money, and it's I think you wind up saving like $5. I think it's $5 if you bought them all separately,
Okay.
because Legacy of Kain is a gigacart, so that one is 25 US. I want to say
it was like 30 something. I thought it was like 30 or 35.
No, because it's 19 and then 25, and then the case is going to be whatever it is.
Because honestly, I think on Video Games Plus, the normal carts are like 25.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I mean, we could just price check it right now. We're on Fun Stock, right? So we can go to cartridges, and then come on. No, it doesn't want to do that. maybe because I have it. Oh, here we go. So Legacy of Kain is 2249 GBP. So that should be $25. I don't know why it doesn't just display it.
It doesn't tell you, and I don't think it tells you until I put it in the cart or something. Okay, yeah, it doesn't tell you until you like put it in your cart and go to checkout or something.
Yeah, well, we can do that too. So let's see if we went to. I go to the shopping cart. It's still in pounds. Come on.
Because it's weird. It's okay. Because it knows that you're coming from.
It's got to be. Well, that's the weird thing. When I had the other.
Okay, you know what's funny is I'm on the site now, and it's showing everything to me in dollars.
Oh.
And it's showing that the Legacy of Kain Collection Evercade cartridge is $29.53 USD.
29.53.
Yeah.
Oh, so I guess maybe it's $30.
And the Bitmap Brothers one by itself is $23.62.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, so it's around that same price, and then the case I think was like the case by itself. I'm not sure. I have to go to accessories if it'll let me go there.
Okay, and I was wrong because you know what it was when I went to Video Games Plus, it was showing me everything in Canadian. So if I switch it to USD,
So
Legacy of Kain $25.95, Bitmap Brothers $18.54.
Oh, there we go. Thanks, Andrew, showing me that I can flip it, but I think I might need to refresh the page to get the menu to work. Come on, menu.
It's funny. It's like I must have done that some time ago. Is it in the corner? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. It's not working.
It remembered. It's funny. I'm clicking on it too, and it's not working.
It's not working for me.
It's stuck on USD for me.
Yeah. All right, whatever. But we now know. So what's the carry case say for you?
What do you mean? Oh, you mean the price of it? It's $66.27.
Oh no, the carry case by itself.
Oh,
based you go to Evercade accessories.
Okay, I guess I have to. I'm just looking at the main page. I guess I have to find it. Accessories. Oh, 1968.
Okay, so yeah, so I think that winds up being what it is. Then, if you add them all up, then it winds up being like the $5 savings if you're buying in the bundle.
What's funny is I'm looking at the accessories page, and I didn't realize that they would be selling the marquees for the Alpha separately, the extra ones that came bundled with the higher end one, the deluxe model or whatever. And the interesting thing is that the Mega Man marquee pack is sold out.
Yeah. Well, that's the weird thing. It's like, why would they ever be sold out? You could just keep printing more. You know what I mean? Seems weird. I mean, maybe
they're not going to print more.
Maybe it's because people wanted those regardless of which one they were going to get. Like because you could order, so theoretically, you could order the Street Fighter one and then just put Knights of the Round on top. Just for fun.
Yeah, but that's weird. It's like it's Knights of the Round, Mega Man 2, and Carrier Wing.
Mm-hmm.
People really want to put one of those on the Alpha?
I don't know. I mean, or maybe they did a smaller print run thinking that wasn't going to be like that popular, and then they wound up selling out.
I don't know. The Street Fighter one, I would think, is a little bit of a harder sell because it's so many versions of Street Fighter, as opposed to many more a bigger variety of games in the Mega Man one.
Well, I mean, just for the marquees, though, right? Like because on here, I mean, I would, if I got the Street Fighter cabinet, I would definitely want to have the regular marquee pack because I would want to change out to Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo every once in a while because I love that game. So I would definitely
honest, I can't imagine myself swapping out the marquees. I guess it depends on how easy it is to do.
Well, that's the other thing too, and it makes me so like frustrated because it's like I don't want to get one of these things just because I want to figure out all the little tchotchke things you can do with it.
I'll figure that out. I'm getting one, but is a marquee something? It's like it's just magnetically attached. You can just pull it off and put another one on.
They said it was pretty easy, but but there's no videos of that. That would be kind of cool for them to do. You know what I mean? For them to just do a video and just show us, oh, hey, this is how you do the things.
Well, the thing I'm curious about is if I could replace the bezel.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I want to see a Mega Man bezel on the Mega Man.
Well, what do we call it? The Legends Ultimate guys, they'll let you do that. You can get a custom bezel made, and then it just screws in. You just take the screws off and put it in.
Well, yeah, I'll see if you could actually. I wonder if I could actually see a picture of the Alpha if it's got screws on that portion or not. The front pane. Yeah, if it does. I mean, that's how the arcade 1-ups work. It's got like the 4 screws for the bezel. You can pull that off if you want.
Yeah.
Hardware. Let's see here. See.
Let me do
Yeah, it
that.
looks like there's screws. Even from like the very basic shot, I could see screws in the corner. So you should be able to pull that off. And what I'm hoping is it's maybe just a piece of paper under there you can replace and not actually a part of the glass.
Yeah. I wish there was a. Yeah, Genejoke saying looks like the VSR is sold out already, and there's been issues with Amazon delaying orders. Yeah, they've all been sold out for a long time now.
Yeah, the VSR and the EXP are both sold out
Like
on
everything.
Funstock.
Yeah,
Video Games Plus.
the bundles, all of that stuff. Yeah, everything. The only thing you could get is the OG premium handheld for £79.
You could still pre-order the EXPR on Video Games Plus
Oh,
and
okay.
the VSR. Yeah, they're still available on Video Games Plus.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't get a Peggy logo on your box. I was thinking maybe that's why they haven't shipped the Legacy of Kain and the Bitmap Brothers one yet. They're still working on erasing that Peggy logo off the box.
Maybe. That's hilarious. All right, so yeah, the cases are awesome. Yep, yeah. Genejoke got the Tomb Raider bundle with the shirt, which we could talk
I
about in
saw
just a
that.
little
I
bit.
see. I don't see the bundles because I don't really go to Funstock unless they have like an exclusive you could only get there. So
Yeah.
I wasn't even aware of these bundles that had extra things in it.
Yeah,
That shirt, the one with the shirt is $72.83.
that's why I live on Funstock because they got me because you can get all the fun little
Oh,
things.
no. I don't like ordering from them because everything's got a Peggy logo on it.
Well, that's see that's a you thing, man. I'm all about it. I'm all Peggy all the time.
Like
So
I hope there's no Peggy logo on the Alpha because I ordered it from Funstock.
oh, I don't know. I think you're gonna get one.
We'll see.
It'll be on the box.
If there is one, hopefully it's on the back because I don't see it visible on the front or
Oh
sides.
no,
Or
yeah, it won't be like on the unit. I don't think, but or if it is, it'll be on the bottom, like on a sticker or something like that.
But
Yeah,
but that's fine. But I kind of didn't like it on the. I don't have one, but I saw it on the EXP. They have the Peggy logo on the back of the EXP, and I didn't like that at all.
Andrew's saying that the print run were the same for the marquees. It's just
People just
wanted
happen to
Mega
love
Man.
Mega Man. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. It's very cool.
For me, it seems kind of odd because Mega Man is always, for me, associated with like NES and pretty much. I mean, yeah, I know it's been on other platforms and everything, but still, I just always associate it with NES because the first 6 games originated on the NES. So and I know that these were actually arcade machines, but I've never seen them. So it just seems very weird to me to see Mega Man on an arcade style cabinet.
Right. Yeah, and Mike has a good point. Hello, by the way. That the pre-order is not not overwhelming. The marquees were not expensive and bought as collectibles by people not buying alpha.
Oh, yeah, that's actually a good point. People might have bought the marquees. If that's the case, maybe have a 6-pack where you could just buy the marquees.
I mean, I probably, if they did a 6-pack, I might actually jump on one, just because you just never know. Like, because I'm at the point now where I know I'm not going to order one until they probably release, and I understand that yes, it's silly because I'm going to be paying extra, but at the same time, I'm like, I just don't ever think I'm going to need one, and the only reason
you said that the marquees are not expensive, but they're $39.38. That's $40 for 3 marquees. I don't know what the quality of them are going to be like. Is that really going to be worth the money? You know,
if they're like the Berserk one that I bought, that's over my my custom Atari game case one in my office at Studio B. If it's like that one, I paid $20 for that, and then $5 shipping, so that's $25 for one. But it's full size. It's a full size.
It's a regular full meant for an arcade machine, right?
Yeah.
That's different. These are a lot smaller.
Yeah, I mean they're like what? They're about half size, right? So
and are they what material? They're not going to be made out of the same material, right? I mean, they're not going to be as heavy. Because I have a couple marquees. I have one for Zaxxon and one for Rampage. Those things are huge and they're heavy.
Oh,
These are not going to be
mine
like that.
isn't. It came rolled. My
Oh,
favorite marquee came rolled.
you just have the paper. See,
Yeah,
those marquees have the image actually on the glass.
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I don't. It's not glass. Mine isn't glass. It's like printed rolled plastic, which I'm imagining is the same thing as they're going to do for these. So, I mean, in that
No,
sense,
well, I think they're not going to be rolled. I think it's going to be
oh, they
on at
probably
least
ship
a piece
flat.
of
Yeah,
plastic.
yeah, they'll probably ship flat. You're right. And if they're magnetic, then they'll obviously have like a border around it so they can stick
Because if
on.
it's just a roll, that would, yeah, I don't know. If they come rolled up in the package and you have to unroll it and sandwich them, that would be very weird to me, I think.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to think like logistically, what would the easiest way of being, like to ship it? Because sometimes when you have those marquees, then you're shipping them separately. Like if the box or the package gets too big, then like they have to charge extra or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, it could be wild.
but yeah, I don't know what they're exactly going to do because I mean, they have to ship the alpha, and that's why they're shipping the in the U.S. They have a
Cool.
shipping distribution in the U.S. for the alpha, so the
Yeah.
shipping is going to cost a fortune.
Yeah.
Which,
I
by
did
the
not.
way, I learned. I broke down and I bought a couple of those Numbskull quarter arcades
Oh, okay.
because they had two of my favorite arcade games, and I was like, for days, I didn't know if I would. One of them was Burger Time, and it was still up for like an early bird pre-order, so it was
Oh,
a few more dollars off. And but the other one I wanted was Zookeeper, and it wasn't. And I was like, okay, these have to ship from the UK. And the thing was with the if I added the Burger Time one, I don't know where this was written anywhere, but
mhm.
apparently if you pre-ordered like the early bird one, they cut the shipping in half,
Oh,
and the
wow.
shipping was still like $40
That's
for
wild.
that one. But if I did the Zookeeper one by itself, because I was going to order them separately because they had different release dates, but if I did the Zookeeper one by itself, the shipping would have been like $80.
Oh, wow.
So, but if I bundled it all together, then it combined the shipping and cut it in half. So I wound up doing that. But so might not even get that stuff till next year.
That's that's pretty wild.
But still, it's still like 40 or $50 to ship.
Yeah, I did not see Crazy Burger's hands-on video with the alpha. Um, I didn't actually see the only thing that I saw that was like preview footage. Because I actually didn't even watch RGT's video about the collections because I just didn't want to. I didn't want to like get like I guess like the early spoiler or whatever's.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
That's why I'm not going to watch anybody's video on the alpha because I'm already getting one, and to me that would be a spoiler. I don't
yeah,
want to. I don't know what.
I
I don't want to know what to expect until I get it.
I did, however, read Vaughn's um article. He put a really awesome article on his blog about his time over at Blaze headquarters. I did read that. That was really awesome. I would highly recommend. Like anyone that's watching this video is obviously interested in Evercade. Go read that. It's awesome. Um, it's a great read. But let's see here. I'm gonna wait for a deep sale. Blaze will have a warehouse full of these collecting dust. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I I know it's a slow sale because those deluxe editions are still available, right? So we know that
Yeah,
it's
and
it's not
I
insane
would have guessed from
interest,
the start that
but
these aren't going to sell out right away because
yeah,
I can't see a whole lot of people actually wanting this for the
right.
price.
Now I was under the impression that they weren't going to immediately sell out, but eventually they were going to sell out, and then I was going to maybe get a little bit of FOMO. But here we are, 2 months, yeah, 3 months away from launch here, and they still available for pre-order. Like, cause that's interesting. You know,
Well,
this
have
is
they
almost
ever
this is
had
almost targeting.
anything in
Uh,
stock so long they actually did put it on a deep clearance or anything? Have they
uh,
ever done that in the past?
I don't think so. The only people that have ever done any kind of sales, as a matter of fact, I think were Amazon. And it
Huh.
was just Amazon sellers just trying to offload stuff that they wanted to get rid of. Because every once in a while you'll see there was a really good sale on VS that I missed out on. It was the standard and the what was it, the $130 bundle. Both of those went on really deep clearance on Amazon for like 2 days, and then they sold out, and that was it. And I want to say that the single one that was the $99 one that came with the one game and the one controller, that pack went down to like $50 US in on Amazon. I was like, wow, that's a great price, and it was like blink and you miss it, like then all of a sudden it was back up to normal price. So I was like, oh man, that's crazy.
It's kind of like how when I got the Atari VCS for $100 at GameStop.
Oh yeah,
because I heard about it and I went to the website and I was like, oh, they're still available. I must have got this really early, so I just ordered it.
Speaking of, actually, the VCS is back on sale from Atari Direct. It's not $99, but it is $150, and it's the all-in bundle. It comes with both controllers. I mean, okay, even at $150, that's still not bad.
I actually, the bundle I got was with both controllers too. Yeah. So I think it's the same bundle.
Yep. So I mean, at $150, not bad at all. Crazy Burger said he was a little on the fence, but ordered one. Said he was really impressed. Cool. I mean, hey, if people are impressed with the thing, that's great. It's just one of those things. I mean, going back to me, why alpha, why not alpha? It's all about space, and then like cost for space. Like, am I gonna buy a thing that I literally have no room to put it in it, and then just stare at the box until one day I take it out and then play on the kitchen table or whatever, and then put it away? There's nowhere to put it. Even in Studio B in the office, there's no room. There's no room anywhere. So the only thing that I'm thinking of on the side though is maybe if I get one and donate it to the place I work, so like the kids could use it. Like that's the only thing. That's the only like chance I think I'm gonna try to get one of those things. But I wouldn't order a deluxe because the kids are a little rough with it. So I don't know if I don't know if it would
One
survive.
Thing I'll tell you is that if you really want it, you'll find the space.
That's true.
Because I was talking with somebody who was thinking about buying a pinball machine, and they're like, well, I don't know if I have the space. I said, trust me, if you buy one, you'll find space for it.
Well, yeah, actually, you're actually a good person to talk about with that because, yes, you do pinball machines, so that is space is much required. So, for sure. Genejoke saying I wouldn't expect a deep sale on them. They would have gauged production numbers to prevent having to. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you on that too. These are going to wind up being collector's items if they don't sell too well and they just don't do another second run of these. Then yeah, stock's going to dry up and whatever's sold, and then that's it. If that's going to be one of those things. I don't know if that's going to be a thing either though. This is one of those niche things where during the holidays, if hype gets a little more after releasing that November timeframe, I think people scoop these up. For late
I can see
gifts.
Somebody being like, "Oh, I wouldn't mind getting that for Christmas," kind of deal.
Yeah. I mean, because I by no means am in that the majority of people that are like, "Oh, I don't know where to put these things." Like, no, I absolutely do believe that people that are in that mini cab arcade scene. I think there's people are going to come over and they're going to jump all over this because some of the options are starting to dry up on the arcade 1-up and all that kind of side because they're not doing as much anymore. iArcade isn't a thing, that kind of thing. They're going to be looking for another option. And this one is unique because not only is it another option, but it's another option that you can go and get more games and plug them in, literally plug them in. So
yeah, that's the appeal, cool. I think, to this. I mean, I have the Galaga one from Arcade 1-up. The countertop actually because I think it's about the same size as that one, but again, the Galaga one, I can't really add more games to it unless I like open it up and throw a Raspberry Pi in it and do all that other work. And even then I think I have to modify the control panel too because it is set up for just Galaga, so it's only got left and right, and because it's Galaga and Galaga 88, you don't need to go up and down in those games. So so you'd have to modify that. I mean, all stuff it could do, but I'm just not going to do that. And the only reason I bought it, again, it was one of those things that went on like a really deep sale on Amazon. I think they were selling it for like $50 at one. Down from like 100 and something or other. So I was like, I'll jump on that.
Nice. Man, this chat is going awesome. Um, uh, I heart saying, Rich, how's your
How's your
Polymega? It's
Polymega?
awesome. I like it a lot. Not to turn this into the Polymega cast, but it's great. And there will be much more things that will happen. Little spoiler things.
Rich, I
As soon
I
as
don't think you don't have a Steam Deck, do you?
I do not.
Okay. I thought you didn't, and
Yeah.
that's actually what I've been messing with. I've been messing with the emulators on the Steam Deck, just seeing what
Oh,
works and what doesn't work.
yep, yep.
I never
I think.
tried to emulate Wii stuff before, but that works pretty good.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
tried to do 3DS, and I was jumping through hoops like crazy to try and get that stuff to work. And I just gave up because when I finally got the emulator to work, it wouldn't run the ROMs I have. It's like, this ROM's
Oh no.
encrypted. I was like, oh, forget it. I don't really need it that bad on here.
That's silly times. But I mean, I know many people that have been going down that road. Ed actually is one of those people that's going down that road as well.
He was streaming, I think, emulated games on his Steam Deck yesterday.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I'm the only one of the four of us in the Evercade crew that doesn't have a Steam Deck. And I think the only reason why is because it's, I don't know. I actually have no idea why I don't have one. Because it's like all signs point to I probably should get one, but I just didn't yet.
Honestly,
So,
I like being able to play like anything on my computer on the Steam. I think there's very few things. I'm really surprised at how much stuff is actually running on the Steam Deck,
yeah,
and there's only been a handful of things that just won't work on it, and it's
yeah.
usually because the programs are so old that they're requiring other like setup menus and stuff
Oh,
that just
okay.
don't work properly.
Got it. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's pretty cool, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. So, and who knows? Maybe it might go on a Christmas list or something like that. But yeah, no. As far as Polymega goes, yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot more stuff over on the Bacon Ice Cream side of things. Looking at some of the installed games on NES. I put most of my NES collection on the Polymega now, and I want to run and test the games, make sure they were working, and they'll probably get slotted as possible like completion quest stuff. Atari fan says, yeah, Atari has pretty good sale right now. You can get 2,600 cards on sale too. Yeah, it's
Wait a minute,
their
what
big
carts are
Labor
on
Day thing.
sale? Like, an
Mr. Run and
Atari.com?
yeah, Mr. Run and Jump,
Huh.
Berserk, a whole bunch of stuff actually. I
Let me
mean,
see, because maybe there's one I didn't buy that I want to buy now. Because actually, oh man, I'll be mad if Food Fight's on sale because I broke down and bought that like a week ago.
yeah.
Because
Nice.
even though I already had a copy of it, I kind of wanted the new
I like
cop
the
version
new
of it
box and everything.
that has the sleeve on the cartridge.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, iHeart's thinking about picking up a Polymega for the Turbo Duo support. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool thing, man. It's definitely neat, and they're actually shipping at a pretty decent clip now, so you don't have to wait 3 years like I did to get mine. So yeah, I mean, if you've got it, they're a little pricey. I'm not gonna lie, they're a little pricey, but if you've got it and you want to jump in, they're pretty great. The only thing that I'll say though is, um, we're still waiting on that new 1.3 point whatever, 1.3.2 or higher firmware. Yeah, if you can avoid getting 1.30 or 1.31, do it. Don't do those
Oh,
firmwares because apparently there's
okay,
problems or something with it.
now it makes sense. That's why the VCS bundle is 150. It's the Labor Day sale.
Yeah, it's Labor Day sale. Yeah. Do you know if it plays ROMs or burned discs? Um, I think the answer is yes, but I have not explored that option. Everything that I've put in to my Polymega has been factory made. About
It
the
seems like the only two Atari 2600 games that are on sale are Mr. Run and Jump and Berserk.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, those are the first couple that they put out, I think. So I bought the
Well,
VCS.
aside from the XP ones,
Oh,
those
yeah.
the first normal ones.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
But
right.
those have been sold out for a long time.
Yeah,
I'm surprised so many people spent $1,000 on 10 Atari 2600 games.
it was wild. That was absolutely wild. I mean, I couldn't do it. So DF says he bought the VCS bundle, hoping to play multiplayer with other classy Atarians. Yeah, man. Well, I mean, if you do, friend me up. I'm my username is in the top of every single one of my my videos on Atari
Well,
PCS.
here's
So
the thing: is most of the stuff that's on the VCS is also on Steam. And if I
correct.
buy it on Steam, I can buy it on my computer. I can play it on my computer and on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, I mean that is true, but I don't know. It's something about the VCS. I just love that thing, and I just like it. It's fun.
I mean, maybe I'll turn on the VCS. I don't turn on the VCS very frequently, but I'll go on there and see if like any of the recharge games are on sale on that thing.
Well,
That's what I've been loading that thing up with the
um,
Atari recharge games.
I'm probably gonna go through, and because it's a Labor Day sale, I'm gonna go through the store and see if they actually did a sale, because I usually do that rundown where I'll go through all the games and I'll tell you like whether or not the price hit the lowest it's ever been, because I have a spreadsheet that has
Okay.
every sale that they've ever had on VCS, and I've got like up and down, so so that's pretty cool. Warehouse space is essential for third-party sellers, especially towards the holidays. Ian Hobby saying that that's very, very yes, 100%. Phantom saying hoping might have my 20% coupon from the VS debacle is a deciding factor for me for the alpha. I think he's referring to that. Yeah, that that was huge. You get 20% off an alpha. I mean, why not, right?
Yeah.
Atari fan saying welcome to VCS club. Yeah. Cool. I never bought a 1-up due to the limited games. They always seem too limited for my taste. Yeah, I mean,
And you know what kind of irritates me now is that we have like the first 6 of them that came out. Only because we got them for like really cheap and actually didn't pay any money for them. Somebody else bought them.
mm-hmm.
But what kind of annoys me is like we got the Pac-Man one. Now the Pac-Man one only has 2 games on it, Pac-Man and Pac-Man Plus.
Yeah.
But the newer versions of it actually have more games. So
yeah.
my thing is, why can't I just buy the board and replace the board and actually have those games?
I mean, that's a good
without having to buy a whole new unit.
Yeah, like an upgrade kit or something, you know?
Yeah, upgrade kit. When are they going to start selling upgrade kits for existing owners? You know, that way you don't have to buy a whole new machine.
I mean, Act Games does it with the ALU. You could buy a new board.
And that's a little bit different though too. Is like because they have a store where you could go online and buy new games on the store and buy other packages and stuff.
Yeah.
So I know Arcade 1-Up doesn't have that because, well, they could because a lot of their newer machines have Wi-Fi in them now, but the older ones didn't. In fact, when I got which one is it's like it was the one with Gauntlet it was the Rampage one. The version of Gauntlet on there was broken. It was a broken version of Gauntlet where once you got up to a certain level, the game was glitched out. So I made a video. I had to play all the way through that level to make a video to prove to them that I had that version of the board. And I sent them that in an email. And they actually sent me a new board with a new ROM on it. And I swapped it out. And it worked. So why don't they have for sale on their website or something like that? Oh, here's a new board. Maybe they do. I haven't looked. Maybe I should look before I start complaining about them not having something and they might have.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that you can't.
Right. I think the thing with an affordable Sega CD clone is like I think it might be difficult to make like a CD based system that runs those BIOSes, and I think that's the thing that like gets expensive, and I think that's really the reason why Polymega is so expensive, because it's the base unit is a CD based system that uses all those BIOSes and like has all that stuff in it. So it would be kind of cool though. I would love to see though them just somebody like Blaze just instead of doing that and actually you being able to put your regular Sega CD games in there, let's just start porting Sega CD games to the Evercade, and that would be cool because they're doing PlayStation. You can get Sega CD, for sure. So That would be awesome. Because then, even though I have it and it's on my Pile Omega, then we can keep beating that drum. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Give me this. Give me it.
You could buy joysticks for certain games. You could buy buttons for certain games. You could buy marquees for certain games. But I'm not seeing anywhere where I thought they had a section where you could buy like parts. Like, oh, this part broke on mine. Can I? So if there's a joystick or a button, you could do that. But I'm not seeing like a board or a screen. I could have sworn a long time ago I checked this out and they had like, oh, you could buy a new monitor if your monitor broke or something.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can do this.
Not seeing that now.
I'm going to get this all tangled up now.
On their website, they have front and center the Wheel of Fortune one, which I don't think is that bad of an idea. It's just that the screens on that thing seem way too small.
Put this over here. All right. So I'm going to try to see if I can do this. I'm going to try to see if I can add. So it's present extra camera. Your browser can't access your devices, blah, blah, blah. Oh, man. But I thought I allowed it. Yeah, I can do it.
If it burns my monitor, I could buy a new monitor. Those things are cheap.
Show permission details. It's allowed. You can do that. Maybe I'm going to have to do that in... maybe I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way in OBS, which is fine. So maybe let me do an add. Extra cam. Oh, well. Whoops.
Yeah, they have an accessory and parts section. It has stools, buttons, joysticks, and marquees, risers, but no actual internal parts other than the joystick and buttons.
Yeah, those too.
Huh, nope.
There it is. Woohoo! All right, that's fine. Device default, that's fine.
Oh, I'm looking at this other website now. 60-in-1 conversion kit for arcade 1-up vertical machines.
There we go. We can do that. Can I put me in here too? Let me put me in here. Let's see. Let's see if I can get me. Add existing.
Now you're really small.
There we go. There's me. Hooray! I did it. The magic of OBS, folks. All right, so let's do this. Let's open this thing.
So what do you got there?
So this is a package from Funstock that just came in.
Oh,
because
I thought you already...
the 30th passed, and now we can talk about some Tomb Radar.
I thought you had it already.
Yeah, I did. I got it late. I got it late this past week.
I thought you just haven't opened it.
I didn't open it yet.
Okay, I assumed when you said you got it, you had already opened it.
Let's do a live unboxing. And then, oh, see, I got a different card. Everyone had the Funstock one that was just had the Funstock logo. Snag a case for £5 when you buy a Super Pocket. And then there's one that has there's a code there. You guys want some coupon codes? It's the 5% off or 10% off when you buy 3 or 5 carts or more at Funstock.
That's not that's something I've seen advertised all over the place. That complete your collection thing. I've gotten emails for that.
Yeah. Well, in case somebody's watching, I want to do whatever.
I'm like, my collection is already complete.
So we'll just put this over here. I'm gonna cover my my Switch Nintendo NES controller. It's been getting mega use lately. Mega use. Because I've been doing that NES whatchamacallit. But that wasn't the only thing that was in this. Because the package would have been a lot smaller. because I too
Oh, wait
got
a
the
minute.
shirt.
Wait a minute. Did you buy the case separately?
Which case?
The case you were showing earlier for the cartridges.
Oh no, that one is just for the whatchamacallit. That one's just for the new pre-order for Legacy of Kain and Bitmap. You get the case for that one.
But you already have the case.
I already have a case, and it was from a different bundle.
So this is a different case that they're bundling with.
Correct.
That's
right. Okay. Absolutely.
I thought you were showing me the case, and it didn't occur to me that it was for a thing that just went up for pre-order.
Yes. Yeah. that one you can pre-order now as of yesterday for the 2 new carts that are coming out in September. And this one is the shirt bundle for Tomb Raider Thalamus. There's Katie.
Okay. Yeah. You know, I do remember seeing that image. I think it was in an email they had sent out.
Yeah. And then I go over here so we can just. It's a big old shirt. So you'll be seeing this in Evercast soon. I like it. I like the design. It's cool. You can actually wear this, and it's like it doesn't necessarily scream video game.
Well, it's Tomb Raider. It's Tomb Raider related.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's supposed to be something replicated from something from any of the Tomb Raider games, or it's just supposed to look like a ruin.
I think it's just like supposed to look like it. And they got like, X, A, Y, B. It's, it's got the buttons and the, up, down, left, right. And Katie, of course. That's cool. I like it.
It just occurred to me, it was kind of funny, is that one of the previous collections they released was like the Duke Nukem Collection 2.
Yeah.
And in one of those games, Lara Croft was in there, dead, in a corner, in one of the rooms.
That's silly. That's silly.
And now they're actually, now here she is.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And that's one thing I know. It's the proper pronunciation isn't Lara Croft. It's something like Lara.
Lara, yeah.
But I'm not gonna do that. I have to say Laura.
Oh man. So John from Gen X growing up had a good idea saying the next Plus unit should be in Television Plus. Yep. I agree.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just looking at that when I was looking for this particular stream. Oops. That video popped up in Television Plus.
Oh yeah,
in the thumbnail, and I'm like, funny. Oh yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I never watched the video, but I knew what it was about.
All right, so let's open this bad boy. It's the Giga Cart. I mean, this is pretty much the same thing.
How much heavier is it?
I mean, it's not really. Here's Data East Collection. Yeah, it's like the same.
You know what they should do? They should, in those cartridges, the Giga Cart cartridges, add in a little weight to make them seem heftier.
Yeah, right. So that's Collection 40. We've reached Collection 40. So there we go.
They did that with the VS. The VS actually has weights in it.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah. Otherwise,
there's nothing on the cartridge though that indicates that it is a Giga Cart. I thought there would be like a difference, maybe they can make a shine thing or
maybe it's under the Peggy logo.
Yeah, it's under the Peggy logo, or even like here it would just say like Giga or something like that. I don't know.
Honestly, I don't think the fact that it's a Giga Cart is that big of a deal. It's just the reason they have to charge more for it.
Yeah, they just have this. That's it.
Yeah, it's on the case.
Yeah. So, but
they're trying to turn a negative into a positive.
Yeah. Mike saying the thing I like about Entech offerings, they offer proper LCD converter. Okay. They were talking about that when you were buying parts for stuff. I can use a 10% off when you're pre-ordering carts. That's what I did on the last Tomb Raider pre-order. Oh, that's pretty cool. Rigatoni says, good morning. Hello. How's it going? Laura raids Katie's tomb. R.I.P. Katie. That's funny. So we'll take a look in here. Got your thing. They always do great stuff with these color manuals. It's good. I like it a lot. You get a little.
What's funny is it's nice that we get the manual, but I don't think a lot of people actually look at them. they're just mad if it's not there. It's like, I
That's
want the
true.
manual. Thank you for
I
the manual. Then they
I
shove it aside.
I love it. And you got your controls, which is also good to use. Even though
And
like I'll just put in the game and just start playing, but
and the funny
yeah.
thing is, I must be getting old because when I get the manual, I can't like I have to scan it so I can read it on my computer. Otherwise, I have to be looking at it with a magnifying glass.
Nice. Man, they got all sorts of stuff about rolling and jumping and vaulting and like paragraphs worth of stuff for like
Well, they
doing.
have to fill in those pages. They only got 3 games to talk about.
I guess so. Swimming, picking up and using items, switches and movable blocks, looking around, combat. That's pretty cool. Vehicle controls. And then that's only for Tomb Raider 2 and 3, because I guess you don't have vehicles in the first one.
There's only a handful of games I think you absolutely need the manuals to be able to play. And I don't think Tomb Raider is one of them.
Mm.
I have the first Tomb Raider. I don't recall ever needing to go look in the manual for help on controls or anything.
Yeah.
But games like summer games and stuff, you absolutely need to know instructions on how to play those events, and that was only available in those manuals. And then on the flip side, there were games that absolutely you need information to play that Evercade Blaze didn't put in the manuals.
Yeah.
I wish I could think of an example off the top of my head, but I can't think of any. I know there like some of the earlier games. It's like, well, I don't know how to play this, and the manual doesn't tell you like certain things.
Mm-hmm.
The original manual did, but they didn't transcribe that information over.
Yeah, the Thalamus art looks pretty cool. It's like a very very sci-fi.
That's going to be very interesting because I think I'm familiar with any of those games.
Yeah, I think this one is a complete.
Maybe there's one I've heard of, but I don't think I've played any of them. And
Yeah,
the only reason I may have heard of some of those games is because I listened to C64 remixes, so I may have heard the music from one of those games.
I wonder if there's a difference. No, yep, just compatible with Evercade and Super Pocket. This one doesn't require the firmware update, and this one does. That's interesting. It's kind of wild. All right.
They stopped doing firmware updates for the original Evercade, right?
Yeah, there was the 3.0 update, and that was it.
So I wonder if we're at the point now where we're going to get cartridges that won't be playable on the original.
I mean, I'm assuming that it's coming at some point, right? But yeah, I mean we're not quite there yet. Is the Funstock code just going to be applied with bundles and a double pack? I'm not sure. I think it might have to be like 3 individual ones though.
No, we got to call it the Thanos collection from now on.
Yeah.
Not the Thalamus collection, the Thanos
collection gives guarantees an infinity. That's awesome. I didn't get lucky. There's no Infinity Stone hidden in here. But yeah, I mean it's cool. And again, it's good stuff. You get the About Thalamus, Hunter's Moon remastered. Like the art design and all that stuff looks really cool. I like it a lot. Armalite. I don't know what competition edition means. Is it harder?
There's one game that's a competition edition of the game.
Yeah, Armalite. I mean, what if it? I wonder if it just says it. Armalite is offsetted favorite. Thalamus library. Blast your way through whatever. No, they don't say anything about the competition edition thing. Yeah.
I think I figured this out at one point, but
Snare.
Very that's cool. Interesting. I think this Armalite's on the C64, the Mini. Is it?
You need the Infinity Stones to beat creatures.
Hey, you know what? You have save states. That's kind of the same thing as the time stone.
Right? That's true. Summer camp. Yeah, people were talking about this one in Creatures, right? Summer camp, Creatures, and Creatures 2. Heat
I've
Seeker.
heard of the Creatures was a game I've heard of. I don't know
Yeah.
anything about it. I just heard of it.
Winter camp.
Armalite. I think I may have heard a lot about like the names of these games.
Nobby the Aardvark.
Not that one. I've never heard of that one.
There we go. Oh, there's Katie again, hanging out in the back. Very happy, ready to play. And then Lloyd saying, you should throw them in the VS and play a little. I think that's exactly what we might be doing. So let's see. Let me take this TM17 card out. We could put both of these in. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll do Thalamus in slot 2 here. There we go. And we got some Tomb Raider action. All right. Where were the days of the combo? The combos. Throwing in carts.
You
making
mean
all
the
sorts
ones
of
that was
combos
like
to seeing if we can
like
get hidden games.
combos? You mean those pretzels that had a filling that tasted like pizzas and nachos?
Yes. And somehow the fillings all tasted the same.
I don't think I ever ate enough to realize that. I was not that big of a fan of combos.
So I put both of them in. So I'm gonna go to Tomb Raider because why wouldn't you? Yeah, it's impressive for Tomb Raider to play on the OG as well. I think it would work. Because they all had the same emulator set. It's not like they improved the emulator to work with the newer VS or whatever, because you can still play the games that had PlayStation games on the original handheld. So I wouldn't see why it wouldn't work.
That's interesting.
Almost.
On the C64 wiki, I looked at the Armalite page, and it only just mentioned there was a competition edition, and there's no information other than that.
That's pretty cool.
I'm looking at a thread on Lemon 64 that may contain the answer.
All right.
It's a Google search had led me to this thread, but I'm not even really seeing anybody mention Armalite yet.
Yeah,
Wow.
Nathan, I think you're right. It might be Armageddon might be the first PlayStation 1 game. I don't think there was anything that was before that.
Oh man. Okay. Now I found a text file that may contain the answer within this thread that I'm gonna have to copy the text out of and put into another document.
Well, Speedball was on Bitmap Collection 1. That was Collection 22. And Worms was Collection 18. So. Ooh.
Okay, got the answer, I think. Armalite. The disc version came with an additional bonus demos re-released as Armalite Competition Edition with improvements and additional features. although this
Okay.
version wasn't made commercially available until recently. But that's still very vague. Like, what are these features?
Mm.
Uh, maybe this system, development, reception, legacy. You have no sound.
Oh, I do. I just turned it down a little. It's like, let me see. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I don't know if it's just my imagination or if I am hearing actually the audio. If I'm just like filling the audio with my head, you know.
Well, chat can tell us.
I'm not hearing it. I don't think at all.
Okay. Yeah, it could be. StreamYard does a lot of that stuff where it if I have like the echo cancellation, it sees any sound
Oh
that's not my
yes.
voice as echo.
I wonder. Yeah, I had that. I think I got smarter with that because. Oh, you know what it is? It's because cancellation. It must because I'm running my audio through voice meter. So settings. So my audio is coming through voice meter. I still have echo cancellation on. Yet you'd still hear audio clips if I played them. I think that broke at one point, but
Oops. Got hit by a trap.
speaking of broken, that didn't work. That worked. Okay, it's just that one clip that's not working. I must have moved the file or something. I keep meaning to redo the buttons on this stream deck for this particular stream, and I just never done it. I'm too busy. Too busy trying to figure out the difference between the regular version and competition edition of Armor Light. Oh, here's a correct version of the game. You know, once you get to page 3 of a Google search, it's not going very well.
Yeah, Gene's saying he's not hearing anything game-wise. So yeah, I'll have to mess around with my settings. I mean, it plays like I remember it playing.
It's almost as if you have to get both versions and try them out.
Right.
Let's see.
Wee.
There.
Whoops. Nope.
Okay, so I have the original. So if I really wanted to, I have the ROM for the original. But I need actually the cart to get the competition edition, I think, if I don't want to hunt down the ROM myself. Yeah, Tomb Raider was a game I had bought without knowing anything about it. I was at a Toys R Us. I remember looking for a PlayStation game to buy. Saw Tomb Raider on the wall, looked interesting, so I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
And I played it for a while, and I got stuck. And I I remember like your ammo's limited, so if you try to shoot everything you encounter, you're just going to run out of bullets.
Yeah.
And I remember just getting so lost, not really knowing what I was doing in the game, and then finding out I could swan dive headfirst into concrete. Got a good laugh out of that, and I think I never played the game again.
That's
Nor
good.
any of its sequels. That's literally the last time I played anything Tomb Raider.
You found out you could just do that swan dive, and you're like, all right, that's pretty cool.
Oh, I don't even have to be aiming for water to do the swan dive? Nice.
Yeah. Ian Hobby saying, I think it's crazy. From the first 10 carts on Evercade, you're now seeing Lara Croft on the system. Good times. Yes. 100%. How do the controls feel for Tomb Raider in comparison to Duke Nukem? I mean, these are, like, if you have ever played classic PlayStation 1 tank control games, this is one of them. Like, that is, I mean, that's 100% how I can.
Okay, it's going to play, it's very similar to those third-person Duke Nukem games that are on Duke Nukem Collection 2.
Yeah.
In fact, I think that's where they got the control schemes for those games. I think they kind of got it directly from Tomb Raider.
Yeah. Something was yelling at me down there. I think it's a tiger or something.
Yeah, I think I got attacked by a bunch of dogs, and then I was jumping around trying to shoot them like crazy. Yeah, I think there's dogs down there, maybe. And I remember trying to shoot them all and just running out of bullets and dying. So I'm like, well, maybe it's kind of like Resident Evil where you're not supposed to shoot everything.
Yeah.
And I have problems with games like that because I want to shoot and kill everything.
Well, the other thing too is, like, if you're gonna do that and you have the limited bullets thing,
Yeah.
then oh no, it's a wolf.
And I mean, even though in those Duke Nukem games you can run out of bullets, they give you enough that you're not going to run out very frequently.
Yeah. I fell. Let's see if there's anything here that I can grab. Ooh, what's this?
I think I don't think that's anything you could take.
Yeah.
Have you played these Tomb Raider games before?
Yep. Yeah, I played Tomb Raider 1 on both PC and PlayStation 1. Played Tomb Raider 2 on PlayStation 1. And I don't know if I actually ever played Tomb Raider 3, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of why I wasn't looking too forward to this collection, because I think I played Tomb Raider. I had it on the original PlayStation. I played up to a certain point. I think I had my fill of it, and I never even wanted to touch any of the sequels.
So, like, I like the, like, tomb raiding adventure kind of thing. I'm a huge fan of, like a later successor in Uncharted. Love Uncharted.
Yeah, I actually played the first 3 Uncharted games all the way through, all 3 of them, and those were kind of enjoyable.
Yeah, those were of that generation of consoles. Those were my favorite games.
But both characters are just kind of like Indiana Jones ripoffs.
Yes, yeah, I mean that is true.
Like, I get the feeling like it almost feels like they want to do an Indiana Jones game but couldn't get the rights, so that's how they invented Lara Croft.
Right.
At least, I mean, that may not be the case. That's just how it feels to me.
This is the. No, No, that's that. Where's the jump again? There it is. Okay. I gotta make sure that I do the jump on time.
Really, the original Evercade won't play 32 and 64-bit games through the mini HDMI out. Interesting. I can't remember the last time
Interesting.
I even tried to use the HDMI out on the any Evercade, to be honest, because they have the VS, so there's no reason for me to do that.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to actually try that out now. That's very interesting. No. Oh, bears.
Yes, bears.
Oh.
And somewhere in this game, I think there's even dinosaurs.
Yeah, there is. There's a T-Rex, which is awesome. Before Lara Croft, Core had Rick Dangerous. Yeah. All right. So that's Tomb Raider. Who was saying there was another game that was like, oh, that was really good. Let's try it. Hunter's Moon. Let's see.
This on the Thalamus.
Yeah. Hunter's Moon remaster.
Or no, sorry, the Thanos collection.
The Thanos collection, yes. Do 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 do. Wow, there's a lot of bass in this. It's like wow. Oh, Fear Effect. Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah, that would be interesting to try, just because I've never played those games. So
Supposed to keep going here, right?
I couldn't tell you. I've never seen this game before.
I
I think the screen may have just looped in on itself. This might be a game where you need to read the instructions.
Oh, I got through one. Now I need to select a new destination. How do I do that?
Very carefully.
Where's my buttons? Isn't it only supposed to be like up, down, left, right, and then A?
I don't know. Maybe you need to pull up the virtual keyboard or something.
Oh, maybe. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I don't know.
One.
Again, it seems like something you may have to read the manual for.
3, 1.
So I have a prediction. Ed's going to play this game, and he's not going to play it for more than 5 seconds.
He's gonna get past it, and he's be like, "Oh no."
He's like, "How do I continue? I don't know. I'll figure it out later." Because he literally, like with Farm Simulator 64, I watched a video where he was his first thoughts on these games. He literally had that game on for like 2 or 3 seconds and shut it off.
Wait, hold the direction and no, that's not working. Oh, here we go. Confirm. Oh, you have to go diagonal.
Oh,
go diagonal. All right. So we have to go through and like get all of the things, I think.
That's an interesting concept. It's like to me it's like Zookeeper, where you're the animal.
All right. Well, this is pretty neat. Oh no, I blew up. So how many shields do I have? Is it on the bottom? Is that bottom number?
The 3? I don't know. Where's the blinking lights? You have a radar. I could see that.
Oh, that's not letting me shoot through those.
How long do you want to keep going? I might have to go soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was figuring like, just check this out and then we could skedaddle.
Check it out.
I want to see if I can get out of the stage. Oh, over here, over here. Oh, this one looks promising. Oh, dude. All right. So the
I
other one
hear you
was.
tapping the button. Does it not auto fire if you hold the button down?
Oh, it does. Thanks for that. Oh, all right. Need more get good for this one. That's cool though. That's fun. So we've previewed one from Thalamus and one from Tomb Raider. Good stuff. I'm intrigued. I will definitely play the both of them some more. So we'll have to do that. Later stages have some puzzle-like elements. That's kind of cool. Mike remembers getting this game for Christmas, playing nonstop all winter break. That's cool. Don't think I ever played it again, but get the Evercade card delivered this week. Sweet, man. Oh, there's a radar on the bottom right showing where all the glimmering stuff is. And that's where
Yeah,
you go.
I saw the radar.
I did not.
I mentioned it.
Shows how much I'm paying attention. That's good. It was cool. So, all right. Well, so we've done officially a little talking about the new stuff's coming out. We unboxed our 2 new cartridges. We even took a look at the shirt and all that, which was fun. So that was pretty good. Anything you want to plug or say or do anything?
Well, I finished Indie Heroes 3. So I wanted to change the way I was going to make a video for it. I was thinking of not writing a script for it, but don't think that's not going to happen. I think I have to, but it's going to be vastly different than the previous ones. I'm going to make it a lot shorter than the other ones have been, not as in depth, so to speak. So kind of in the middle of that. But before I actually make that video, I actually need to make a video about the Steam Deck, because I don't know how often you get emails from people wanting you to review their products on your YouTube channel. And I got one even this morning for somebody like, oh, here's a product that we want you to feature on your channel. It's a collapsible ladder. I'm like, I don't even respond back. But
ladder.
Yeah, I get all kinds of weird stuff, like almost daily. Like, oh, we like your channel. You should promote our product. I usually ignore most of them, but in this case, I did accept one because they were Steam Deck accessories.
Oh.
So I figured, okay, that actually works out. So I was like, I'm like, well, I could. I asked, like, what are your terms? Because like, is there some kind of time period? Because I want time to play around with this stuff before I make a video. And they're like, oh, you can have all the time you want. We just ask that you make it positive. And I'm like, okay, you know what? As long as the stuff works, it's positive because it's just basic stuff.
Sure.
But there's still some quirks and stuff like that I'll point out. But as long as it does what it's supposed to, it's fine. So I got the stuff. And it was funny because like it's a month later, they got an email back is like, where's your video on it? I was like, hey, it's been a month. I'm still trying this stuff out.
Nice.
They said I had all the time I needed. So
have you not watched the Evercast, sir?
No, I'm sure they haven't. I'm sure they haven't watched any of my videos on my channel either. Other than that particular person, because that was Steam Deck related. So they had to have known I had a Steam Deck.
Right. That's cool.
But yeah, so I should be making that video because I do really. It's it's a portable dock and a battery thing. So it's like, one of the things is this clip-on battery. Okay. And the other thing is like a portable dock where you can plug in USB and HDMI out. And I just as long as it works, it's fine. That's all my video is going to be. So I'll be working on that. I filmed the first part of it, like unboxing the stuff, and then I was like, okay, and then I'll come back like a month later and tell you what I thought. And now it's been a month later, so I should probably get that done. So
Nice. All right, cool.
that should be the next video I put out. And recently I did put out videos for not Pinball Simulator, Goat Simulator Pinball and Princess Bride Pinball.
All right,
Which
very
I had those videos done actually way before I needed to have them done. So that was a rarity.
cool. Nice. I actually saw. I was on my PlayStation 5 for the first time in like forever.
Yeah.
And I was looking at like just random free things on PlayStation Store, and there was the demo for the Princess Bride table, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to try that out."
You might be able to demo every table. To be honest.
Oh, okay. Nice.
As long as you download Pinball FX, you'll get like a couple of free tables. If you don't buy anything, you get like Fishtails and like Sorcerer's Apprentice or something tables.
Oh, okay.
Maybe even a third one. But then you do have to buy all the other tables. Yeah. But I think you could still play some of them for free in the events if they're not premium. You do have to own the tables if you want to play the premium ones. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to download it to try the stuff out. Yeah, and I think you could play every table for it. Just I don't know if there's a time limit or score limit or something like that. I'm pretty sure you could demo everything.
Very cool. I might actually check that out. So, but
check it out.
So, but we gotta thank you, Tales from the Jundland Waste. Thanks for joining the channel. I don't know exactly how long for because I don't have insight into Ed's stuff, but thanks, man. Thanks for joining there. Also, thank you for being a member of the Good Times Club as well. It's good times over here at the Bacon Ice Cream side of things. Speaking of that, I'm still working on the Walked In Alzheimer's stuff because I did it in an undisclosed location, and I'm editing all the stuff together. And it's actually going to be Evercade / Super Pocket related because I did the unboxing for the whatchamacallit, for the Taito Super Pocket when it came out last year. And then I never did anything with their games. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to Fun for 5 every game on the Taito Super Pocket, and then that will actually be the content of the bumpers that I have for the walk. And that should be coming out probably second week of September. It's a little light right now and next week because I work at a school and we're in crunch time trying to get everything ready to open the school. So I don't have a lot of time, but when news breaks, I always try to find a couple minutes to talk about that. And when I get a free moment to do things, I've been cleaning up a lot of Fun for 5s on the Atari VCS store because there's only like 4 or 5 games out there, and I think it caught up already. So this week I might be able to get because I'll probably do it later on this afternoon. I'll probably do the game of the month before it goes away. And I'm imagining in the next week or two we're going to get the new game of the month of September for Evercade. So that'll be that. Plus, I don't know, maybe we'll check out some more stuff on the Evercade. Just start to slowly crawl my way back out of the hole I dug myself in. We're like not doing any of the Fun for 5s for any of the collections for like a year. So so that's kind of cool. Crow, it's embarrassing to be a friend on Steam to see your pinball scores crush mine very humbly. Is this Phantom Fiction?
Oh, okay. Well, think about it. If no matter how good you think you are, there's always somebody that's better. Because there's still plenty of people that always beat my scores in Pinball FX as well. So so unless your name is like Pinball Whiz, you're not going to be at the top of the list.
I have learned that lesson as well on the Nintendo World Championships side of things, because it is very, very humbling to see people that good at any Super Mario Brothers game, because I am not amazing at them, and it's like I think I put a good time in, and then like they give you like the weekly thing, and it's like, yeah, in your age group there were 2,000 players that played, and you're 700th. You're like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's another thing Pinball FX did recently with their last update. They added more quest lines, and if you're not familiar with what a quest line is it's like a series. It's like usually 3 tables, but you have to do different things in and you get ranked on like 1 to 3 stars or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
Like one of them might be you have to survive. Let's see, what's a good one to explain very simply? I don't know, but like say like you have to a certain time limit. You have like a time limit, and you have to reach a certain score within that time limit. If you exceed the best score, you get 3 stars. If you're within a certain other range, you get 2, and then 1 star, and obviously nothing if you don't even reach the basic score.
That's very cool.
But then in order to progress, you have to get at least 1 star, and then as you progress, you get more collectibles and stuff to put on your shelves and carpet and statues and stuff.
Nice. Yeah, I like all those things, like the little like.
Have you actually booted up the? Have you seen the new Pinball FX?
No, I haven't played it in ages.
So you've played Pinball FX 3, not the new one,
right?
The new one, you have your own room and there's shelves and stuff.
Oh, that's
and as
cool.
you play the tables, you earn these collectibles, and you could put the collectibles on the shelves to decorate your place. You could put. There's a spot for this circular carpet. You could replace that carpet with certain things you may have gotten. Posters on the wall, and statue locations. I kind of wish they with one of the more recent updates, they added a couple more shelves, but they really need to add a lot more because there's a lot of things I could put up on in the room if there was a space for it.
Well, that's cool. It's kind of like if you remember PlayStation Home back in the day.
Yes. Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can earn things in the game, and then you put them up on the.
And they even have things you could buy if you wanted to, like even your like profile, not your picture, but like your banner and your slogan and icon or whatever. You can earn that kind of stuff as well and change your banner all up.
Oh, that's neat. Well, very cool stuff. So, all right. Well, other than that, I think that's it, right? Of course.
Yep.
On the way out, leave likes, leave dislikes, leave comments, leave all that kind of stuff. Do all the cool things that make Edge Channel go. Want to do a special shout out because I'm actually as the host today. Want to do a special shout out to the Good Times Club because not a lot of people may know, but the Good Times Club actually provides us 1080p StreamYard. It is because of their support over on Bacon Ice Cream that we get to do 1080p StreamYard here at the Evercade Effect on the Evercast, which is awesome, right? So we got a hat tip and thank them as well. So everyone's saying great show. Have a great week, everyone. Fitting way to put that on there. You're encouraging people to dislike Ed's videos. I say that on my own. You leave me a like, a dislike, doesn't matter. Let me know. Let me know what's going on.
Well, dislike is technically engagement. Really, the best thing you could do is comment.
Exactly. Yeah. So do all those things. Hit the subscribe buttons. Join the channels. Phantom doesn't like the subs. They give him the diarrhea.
Oh, okay.
I don't like your subs. They give me the diarrhea.
And of course, everyone, we'll catch you guys here next week. Here on the Evercast, we'll probably have a loaded crew again. Maybe some news. And thanks, everyone, for hanging out. All right. See ya.
Thanks, Crash Line, Mr. Shua, Immortal Sojourn, Sucker MC, Ember Cummings, Joe Whitlash!